I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there any?
Hey everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have a little bit of a challenge, and it is going to be my Hive followers create my sim. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, I have the poll results of the polls that I did on Hive. At the point that I'm posting this, Hive is actually currently down. They're doing some server maintenance, and I'm not sure the estimated time that they're meant to be back up. But if you would like to follow me on Hive, I haven't mentioned in my community tab, it's the Hive social, but there's no direct link to my profile. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I figured, you know what, this is going to be a good time to do it, introduce a new platform. Did this on Twitter years back, why not do it now? So far, the results we've seen is skin tone, which was like a medium, hair length, which is also medium, and hair color, which was black or brown. How I forgot to add an unnatural hair color option to the hair color poll, I don't understand. And then we moved on to eyebrows, which you can see, again, the results were average. But I had a lot of fun with this. This was my second attempt at this challenge, I believe. So I had a little bit of a better idea of what I wanted this time around, because my game decided to crash after hours when it came to the very first one. So here you're just seeing that I'm going in and just adjusting her facial features a little bit. There was another poll as well that I didn't include, but it was just like type of sim, and it just ended up being human. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. If it was like a supernatural, I would have, added something. Sim's lip size, we have average with a 71%. So I do go in and adjust these a little bit. She had some kind of I don't know. The sim that randomly generated her lip shape was a little bit different. So I went in and I adjusted some things. I did add a little bit of some width to her lips, just to kind of, I don't know, I felt like it matched the proportions of her face a little bit better, but I really didn't change too much. I think I ended up going back in at one point as well, because I still felt like her lips were a little bit too big. But eye color, we had blue or gray, so I kind of went for a mix of the two. You'll see here that I try my hardest to have a bluey gray kind of tone, and I didn't know if I wanted to go lighter or darker with it, but I really like the color that I ended up with. And then we moved on to face details. We had freckles, beauty marks, or both, and it ended up being freckles, although it was very close. So as you can see, I went in here, added some freckles. I'm honestly kind of curious how this would have went if I was doing this in the Sims 4. But body type was probably the easiest poll, because everybody voted unanimously. So we are having a little bit of a curvy sim. I did go in and adjust a few little things. I can't remember if I went back in and made her curvier at some point, but I did bring her shoulders out. I made her shoulders wider because I have broad shoulders myself, so I felt like that was kind of nice. And honestly, I feel like her body type is kind of very similar to mine, and I feel like that's kind of what I ended up basing her off of, which was not intentional. It was just kind of the way that it ended up being, because I feel like it just looked really pretty on her for some reason. But I may have went a little bit curvier, I can't remember. And then clothing style, we had grunge, casual, relaxer, full glam. We had a grunge result, which, I'm gonna be honest, you all know that's kind of easy for me to do. So I went a little bit different with it, and I feel like the outfit that I ended up with, it's kind of like, I don't know what it is. It gives me vibes of 2013. I don't know. So we went in. I'm currently going in to add some stockings because I feel like that adds it to the vibe. We wore some black nails. I do recolor the outfit. It doesn't obviously stay like this. And then I wanted to add some jewelry because I felt like it was needed. And then we had another poll of tattoos and piercings. It ended up being both, which I love. Big fan of that, because I tend to do that on most of my Sims anyways, so it kind of worked out in my favor. And I went kind of very different. Now, I will say one thing. In the thumbnail, I don't know why. She's missing her nose piercings that I ended up giving her and her necklace. They just didn't show up like actually in the game, but like if I opened Cleartism with her, they were there. So it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, I don't know. But I went with the 2 hoops like this. I changed the color and then I added a septum. And the septum ring ended up being black because I didn't want them all to be the same color. I tested out some lip piercings. I didn't like the way they looked. So I do go in and end up removing them. So I think I just kept it with the nose piercings and the earrings, I think. I want to say, because I felt like I liked that. And then we went in, you get to watch me play around with tattoos. Now, I will say, this is probably the part that took me the longest. Because I kind of wanted to get like her vibe down before I went in and recolored the outfit. And this took me forever. I was trying to find some like bigger tattoos, like more tattoos. And it wasn't just like a few little ones. So I go in and I test things out. I loved the thigh tattoos, but some of the other tattoos I don't know. So I go in and you'll see like I mess around. But this one I really considered for a little bit, but I didn't end up going with it. I ended up going with these ones because I felt like that kind of fit the vibe, and I really like the moon chest piece. At like the collarbone shoulder area because it matches the necklace, so I felt like it was perfect. But you'll see like I'm still going in and testing out tattoos, so it does take me a little bit long. It probably shouldn't take me this long, but a lot of these tattoos I don't think I've ever actually used, so I think that was why I was kind of wanting to like play around and see how they looked. And I kind of wish that I had layered some of them, but I do really like the tattoos that Florida made, because that's the ones that I ended up using. So you'll see here I go back and forth between a few different ones, just trying to see which ones that they look like, but I ended up going back to the ones that Florida made, and I feel like they fit the vibe the best. So it was these ones, because I don't know, I felt like it matched and I really liked the vibes of it. So then we hop in here and I change up the outfit. I made the top black, and then for her makeup, this is the one result that I switched. So it wasn't my technical doing. I had a comment that one of the votes was messed up. So I added an extra point to the Dark and Vampy based on saying that they had clicked on the wrong one. And so Dark and Vampy was how we went with it, which I feel like kind of suits the vibe of the sim. So as you can see, I went a little bit different with like a red kind of cliched. I was testing out some things to see what they look like, didn't vibe with it. But yeah, I went with a little bit of like a red cliched, kind of kept it, it's not like super like dark. I think I went with a smoked eyeliner and then like a black bottom lash line, obviously the inner corner highlight, and some lashes. And I think I even ended up going back in and adding the accessory lashes on her, if I remember correctly, the like big like baddie ones, because I felt like she needed a little bit more definition. So right now I'm going in and adjusting where the eyelashes are sitting. Now I don't know if I had layered too many things or like if accessories were like glitching with it, but the lashes weren't as clear as I would like them to be, which can happen if you have too many things. But that was also partly why I went and added the accessory lashes, because they actually like helped quite a bit. But I do feel like she's a very cute sim, but I can't believe that I forgot to add an unnatural hair color option. But yeah, so I went and added lashes kind of like these. I can't remember what ones I ended up going with, but I felt like they fit the vibe. And you can see, like, obviously it helped out a little bit with it not being as blurry, which was quite nice. Honestly, I don't remember if there was anything else after this, other than, like, going back into her makeup and finishing that up. I want to say that was the very last poll. So, and I think I randomized everything else, if I remember correctly. So, like, her name was randomized, her traits are randomized, because I didn't really, like, I don't know how to ask when it comes to like polls, like, hey, what personality kind of thing, because it's not as easy as doing it with like Sims 2, because there's so many trait options in the Sims 3. So I went in and you'll see like I'm just playing out of like her base makeup here and trying my best to make it work. I had to like adjust my color options a little bit, but it really wasn't all too bad. Obviously, I gave her some highlight. I feel like her base makeup is pretty much the same as what I give every other Sim, except I wasn't liking my Aaliyah highlight on her. I felt like it, I don't know, just something about it wasn't working to be the way that I wanted it to be. So like you see, like I go in here and I adjust things so many times, and I tested, actually I used a different blush on her, that's right, because there was one that added like a little bit of highlight underneath her eyes, which I kind of liked to blend up her face a little bit more. And I think for her lipstick I went with like a darker shade, but I ended up adding that one like lip gloss kind of topper that I've been using, because I'm noticing whenever I'm using like the EA matte lip edit, it feels too flat to me without it at this point. So that was kind of an interesting turn of events that I didn't expect. I may have actually used a lip liner with her as well, but this is when I went in back in and adjusted her lip size, because I don't know, they felt like they were still a little bit too thick for like an average lip size to me. I don't know why, that was just kind of the vibe that I was feeling. And I was wishing I could have moved her lips down like a teeny tiny bit more, but I wasn't able to. But it ended up working out okay. I can't remember if I gave her a lip liner. I'm going to assume that I did, but I didn't go for the overlined one. I just wanted something with a little bit more definition. But we are coming up to the end of this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. I post videos typically 6 days a week right now. If you are already subscribed and want notifications when I post, go ahead and hit that bell down below and make sure that your YouTube notifications are turned on. If you want to download, I can't remember her name. We'll get there in a second. But if you want to download her, I will have a download link in the description. Again, if you want to follow me on Hive, I have it listed in my community tab. Would have been on my link tree if I had like the link. But for some reason, Hive doesn't have a profile link capability at this current point. Once again, they are currently down. That's her name, Selena Miranda. But yeah, they are currently down for server maintenance, and then I went in here, we randomized some traits, and just kind of went with what we got. But yeah, I think that is about all, and I will see you all in my very next video. Also, happy December 1st, I don't think I mentioned that, with the very first video of the year with my new intro and outro, but I'll see you all next time. Bye, lovelies.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all